What's going on, everyone? So take a look at today. Beautiful charts. I'm gonna cover GameStop and we're gonna take a look at AMC as well because it has been quite a while since I posted one of these videos. But if you could see my past videos, where literally I was mentioning AMC, GameStop, just talking about them way before I mentioned anything related to like the crypto markets. And now look at it. Looks like maybe this potentially is the start of the short squeeze. Everybody was talking about this. They're like, oh, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But nothing happened for such a long time, and everyone was starting to doubt. Even myself, I was like, there's no way that this is gonna happen. Maybe we got faked out, something. But today, at least today, currently when I'm filming, GameStop is up significantly from its mean. I'd say the base level that's been trading sideways for quite a bit. And if we were to zoom in on this, right, look at these candlesticks, pretty much the 1 days. But let's just go to like a low point at 135, and just look at this gain right now. And this is only what, like less than like a week or so. So let's just pretend we're going at 135 up to the current high, 80+%. Now that's GameStop. Let's just take a look at AMC too, because I know a lot of people follow both of these, and myself too. I follow these, and even AMC. AMC actually is looking much better than GameStop because AMC's actual high wasn't too crazy. It's like only around the 20 mark. And we pretty much are about to test this high point. And it doesn't look like it's stopping yet. But this is crazy to see this, guys. And before I go any further, remember this video is my own opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure you don't reach before making any investments. But first of all, what's going on, right? So again, GameStop AMC correlation. They're trying to see, short squeeze, what's going on. Well, let's take a look really quick. I'll go to Webull just to see. And it's probably easier to see it just in the past 5 days for at least GameStop right now. We can see it pretty much around, like you can see around the like sub 175, pretty much price point anywhere around these areas. Then all of a sudden, boom, massive surge in price. Now, one of the things I noticed is before this was all hyped up, like literally what? Maybe a month or so. Actually, I think it was about more than a month. Back in this time frame, GameStop, AMC as well, but I'll just use GameStop for now as a chart example. This hype, this audience attention, everything was ridiculous, right? And then it pretty much died off. And then I've been making content on crypto, and I noticed the crypto essentially audience, it shifted to that space. Everyone's talking about Doge, everything. And then all of a sudden, now the crypto market's starting to looks like lose its retention, and I can tell this from the numbers and the view counts. I can see it looks like it's starting to shift, and maybe people are trying to look now back to normal stocks because maybe they lost some on crypto, too volatile, whatever it is. But there's a lot of money that left crypto. I'm not sure where it went, but it looks like a lot is going back now to some of the stocks, aka GameStop, AMC, 2 could potentially be one of those things that Reddit decides to push on there, right? Now, obviously, you guys know GameStop AMC has a big Reddit community. So a lot of people who follow maybe the Doge hype might have talked about GameStop AMC 2. Who knows about that? But anyways, just currently, look at some numbers. So volume 14 mil. So back when it was at these price points, I mean, just look at this volume. Look at this volume. Ridiculous, right? You can see that number at the bottom says volume, and then it's like multi-millions. And then here you can see it's like, what is that? 13, 14 mil? But back here, I mean, look at it. We were at the same price point, but we needed, literally, it looks like 63 million. And then at the high point, 30, 70 plus 20. Look at that volume. It's significantly higher than back here, yet the price is increasing much quicker. So that's definitely something interesting to see. And then we can check, and let's look at AMC really quick, see what's going on. And let me see, is this one, make sure it's the right one. Okay, let's click on this. Yeah, so 19. Okay, so even volume here, AMC. Oh my gosh, AMC's got volume, $217. So let's look at this chart. This is pretty ridiculous right here. Now, looking back at the same thing, 3 month. I mean, barely touching, and then all of a sudden it shows here. So I'm not sure why it's not. Here we go. Okay, it was a little earlier during the month, and we can see. Look at that high point. And if I can just show you the volume, I mean, literally it says a billion, right? If I'm reading that correctly. Here, now we're only at 200. So I think, the difference with AMC and GameStop is GameStop's much more expensive per share. So psychologically, people might not want to mess with that. AMC is much cheaper, so it's like you could literally get like 10 AMC shares for, one GameStop, right? So AMC is significantly up. Now, how long do I know? How long do I think it's gonna maintain? How long do I think it's gonna last? Again, if this is the legitimate short squeeze everybody's predicting, and I'm sure there's more data we can find on this, but if that's the case, then I mean we'll have to wait and see what happens, right? There's really literally no cap on that point, right? Now this could be also legitimate interest in the share, because people forget too is that at least in the states the restrictions are starting to get lifted in a lot of cities. I think even Vegas, I believe. I'm not sure exactly. I think it was they said July that they're gonna be back 100% capacity. Don't quote me. I don't know if that's confirmed yet, but we'll find out by summertime. But if that's the case, I mean, at that point, every movie theater should be technically starting to get a lot more people back into the actual company. So that's something different that people probably forgot is like the world, at least in the States, at least, is becoming back to normal. Hence, more people can go to actual businesses, generate them revenue. So that's coming on AMC. GameStop, on the other hand, I mean, GameStop's GameStop. They got new leadership. They got their, thing with Chewy founder. So in terms of their business, I mean, they still made quite a bit of revenue in the last time. But either way, GameStop chart is they have much more room to cover in terms of the highs again, like looking here at 349 and then, 480 plus. So GameStop, I think, has a stronger leader in terms of their stock, because they have, the DFB, the GOAT, the guy who made millions off GameStop. So I think as long as he is still maintaining his positions, then I don't see GameStop having the community go against it. AMC, on the other hand, actually has, potential to grow, because looking at their historical chart, I mean, let me just shrink this and just zoom out. You can see like years ago, actually, yeah, you can see here back in these years, it was way higher up at 30s, right? And so obviously it started to slowly trickle down. So either way, long-term AMC, I think it has potential as an actual business, let alone obviously all this short squeeze GameStop stuff. We'll have to wait and see, because if this breaks 20, first of all, that's what I want to see, is AMC breaking 20. GameStop obviously has its high points that has to break, so we'll have to wait here. But even you can see some of this stuff talks about on Twitter, and literally go on Twitter. You save you guys so much time. Reddit users starting to go back to AMC GameStop. Who knows? And then you can see some people posted just last night, 20 hours ago, GameStop at 208, and then currently, I mean, when you guys saw it was 247, 246. Now it looks like it's 245. So maybe people are starting to sell off. Maybe, who knows? But either way, is the attention, it seems like, is going back over, and next you know it, we'll have to wait and see, guys, because today it's looking good. Well, we'll have to wait and see, because today it is looking good for both AMC and GameStop, up significantly. Even at the low point, AMC went to, I mean, you can see it went to I think it was $5, right? So that's literally, you're almost at a 4x in what is that, less than 3 months, give or take, which is crazy for the stock market. In crypto, sure, maybe, but I know some people YOLO'd in AMC. They YOLO'd into AMC, and so far if this maintains its position, they make some profits. Hey, congrats to them. But obviously, there's people who bought in at this high point here, so technically they're almost break even, unless they sold obviously here. But again, I'm looking at it as a long-term play, at least for AMC. GameStop, you guys definitely have, it's different, I think, way to look at GameStop. But for AMC, I think they actually have potential as a business to maintain and actually improve over time. But unless something else were to happen, leadership, something bad happens, then obviously I, reconsider that. But at least right now, I'm not too worried about this, short spike in here. Now, if you think, trading, and you know that this is going to sell off, which eventually is going to, then you can make, a little quick swing trade. But again, we don't know the top, because if this is the actual short squeeze, this could go. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait. I'll make some updates, but definitely subscribe to see those updates. Like the video and tell me your price predictions on AMC and GameStop in the comments below.